In this session, I am taking up aspects of non-competitive inhibition. Objective of this session is, at the end of the session, the learner shall be able to describe non-competitive inhibition and its applications in the practice of medicine. What is non-competitive inhibition? The inhibitor, in the non-competitive inhibition, the inhibitor binds enzyme at a site other than catalytic site. It is opposite competitive inhibition, catalytic site. In the competitive inhibition, it binds at the catalytic site, competes for the catalytic site. Let us see. How it happens. I will give you a dramatic representation. Okay. Let us write the enzyme here. Okay. This is the enzyme molecule. Okay. Here also. This is enzyme molecule. Here. This is the enzyme. Okay. So I have mentioned the enzyme. Okay. Now, so there is a binding of the substrate. Binding of the substrate is taking place. Let us see here. Binding of the substrate is taking place. Okay, here also the binding of the substrate, whatever substance is taking place here. So here you can see here. Okay. Then, in the first scenario, I am mentioning about the substrate. This is the substrate. We say this is the substrate. What happens here? The substrate binds here. So leads to formation of enzyme substrate complex. Here the enzyme is there. Here we can have an inhibitor. So let me write an inhibitor. Okay, here inhibitor. The inhibitor. So what happens? The inhibitor binds here, other than the catalytic site. After binding of the inhibitor, then so can substrate bind to this one? Yes, substrate can bind it. Okay, leading to the then. So here enzyme substrate complex, and of course there is already inhibitor bound it. Okay, so that is in the presence of inhibitor. You can see here enzyme plus substrate leads to the formation of enzyme substrate complex. This enzyme, in other way, before binding the substrate, can bind to the inhibitor, leads to the enzyme inhibitor complex. This enzyme inhibitor complex can bind the substrate, leads to the enzyme inhibitor substrate complex. Okay, here also enzyme substrate, or we can say enzyme substrate inhibitor complex. Okay, ultimately, so what happens? Only this one will result into the catalysis. Okay, enzyme. Then, so there is a production of the product. A product formation has taken place. So this is how it is being diagrammatically represented. Enzyme plus substrate, product formation. This enzyme, before binding the substrate, can bind to the inhibitor, enzyme inhibitor complex. Even after, the enzyme inhibitor complex can bind to the substrate, leads to the enzyme inhibitor substrate complex or enzyme substrate inhibitor complex. The other scenario, enzyme substrate complex, inhibitor can bind it, leads to the enzyme substrate inhibitor complex. Okay, but this one will not result into the successful catalysis and product formation. Okay, let us represent in another way. Okay, enzyme plus substrate. Okay, then enzyme substrate, okay, then as I said, enzyme plus product formation. Okay, here you write the inhibitor leads to the enzyme inhibitor complex. If it binds to the substrate, it can bind with the substrate, leads to the enzyme substrate inhibitor complex. This also, so in this one, so if you add the inhibitor, also same thing. It will not result into the product formation. It will not result into the product formation. Okay, then, okay, here has inhibitor has no structural resemblances, no structural resemblances with substrate. It is not substrate analog, substrate. Okay, that has to be very clear. Okay, so other one is inhibitor binds other than catalytic site. Catalytic site. Okay. Inhibitor binds other than the catalytic site. Okay. The inhibitor does not interfere with enzyme substrate complex or binding. Inhibitor can also bind with enzyme substrate complex. But by binding of the inhibitor with the enzyme substrate complex, resulting into the enzyme substrate inhibitor complex, it will not lead to the catalysis. It will not lead to the catalysis. To understand in a better way, I will draw the substrate concentration plot. Substrate concentration plot. Okay, let us see how it looks like. Okay, so here this is the substrate concentration. Okay, this is reaction velocity. Reaction velocity. Okay, so I'll write like this, marking. Okay, like this. Okay, let me draw it. The first one without the inhibitor. This is without inhibitor. This is in the presence of inhibitor. This is in the presence of inhibitor. Let me explain this one. This is without inhibitor. Without inhibitor. This one is with inhibitor, in the presence of inhibitor. In the presence of inhibitor. Okay. So here what we say is V maximum. Here it is V maximum. Okay. Let me show the of V maximum and Km. Okay. Okay. So this is of V maximum. Of V maximum. Of V maximum. Here of V maximum. So here it is Km. Km. What it tells us? It tells us by binding of inhibitor to the enzyme at the other side than the catalytic site, V maximum is decreased, but it doesn't affect on binding of substrate to the enzyme. So V maximum is decreased, but Km is not changed. No effect on the binding of substrate with the enzyme in the presence of inhibitor. Whereas in the competitive inhibition, competition is there. If inhibitor is there, it will interfere with the substrate binding with the enzyme. Okay, then second we'll see Lineweaver. So good plot. line weaver. So good plot. Okay. So let me draw again here like this, like this. Okay. So here you can see this one. The in the present here as I mentioned here. So okay. So here again I will write with inhibitor without the inhibitor. So this one is without inhibitor and this one is with inhibitor. With inhibitor. So this what we say is this is 1 by S. It is 1 by V. 1 by S and 1 by V. Okay. Here it is of V maximum intercept of the Y axis. Here also this one is of V maximum. Okay. When I extend this one to the intercept of the X axis, it is minus 1 by Km. Let us see with inhibitor how it looks like. With inhibitor, this one is like this. With inhibitor, this one is like this. So, what happens? The Km is not changed. V maximum is decreased. Km is not changed. V maximum is decreased. Okay, that is what it gives the information. Okay, through the double reciprocal plot. The non-competitive inhibitor. Non-competitive inhibitor. Okay, does not, as I said, does not affect as there is no competition, binding of substrate to enzyme, because the site is other than the catalytic site. But once enzyme inhibitor substrate complex formation takes place, there is no catalysis, no product, no product. That is the reason V maximum is decreased. V maximum is decreased. Okay, then, so non-competitive inhibition. Non-competitive inhibition cannot be overcome by increasing substrate concentration. This happens in the competitive inhibition. Whereas if you increase the substrate concentration, it can be overcome. It can overcome. Because more substrate will be there, so more chances of formation of enzyme substrate complex. But it is, the inhibitor is not binding to the catalytic site. So there is no question of to remove that inhibition by increasing the substrate concentration. Okay, the application of this non-competitive inhibition. If you take the example, doxycycline. Doxycycline, it is an antibiotic. It is a non-competitive inhibitor. It inhibits collagenase. Collagenase. It is also used in the treatment of periodontal diseases. Other one is heavy metals. Heavy metal ions. What are these? Silver, okay, then mercury, etc. Okay, so these are heavy metals. One thing is about heavy metals I would like to say, so they inhibit in a non-competitive way also, in both reversible way and irreversible way. We are talking about now reversible way. So what they do is they act at the sulfur hydryl group. Okay. This is about various aspects of non-competitive inhibition. In this session, we have discussed about the non-competitive enzyme inhibition. Let us summarize. Okay. What is non-competitive inhibition? The inhibitor binds enzyme at a site other than the catalytic site. Okay. See the diagrammatic representation. Here enzyme and then binds with the substrate, enzyme substrate complex, then enzyme comes out and product is released. Okay. If there is a presence of inhibitor, then there is a formation of enzyme inhibitor complex. Enzyme inhibitor complex. Even after binding of the inhibitor, substrate can bind and leads to formation of ESI complex, that is enzyme substrate inhibitor complex, but there is no product. So in the first scenario, when enzyme substrate complex is formed, then also inhibitor can combine, leads to enzyme substrate inhibitor complex, but there will not be catalysis. Okay, so let us study about the non-competitive inhibitor. Inhibitor has no structural resemblance with substrate, whereas in the competitive inhibition there is a structural resemblance. Okay, here binds other than the catalytic site, whereas in competitive inhibition it tries to bind to the catalytic site. Okay, does not interfere with enzyme substrate complex, whereas in competitive inhibition, see, it affects the enzyme substrate complex as both are competing for the same site. Okay, then can also bind with the enzyme substrate complex, whereas it cannot be in the competitive inhibition. Okay, even after forming the enzyme substrate complex, no catalysis. So let us try to understand through the substrate concentration plot and Lineweaver-Burke plot. Here you can see V maximum is decreased, but Km is not affected because by the presence of inhibitor, it is not affecting the substrate enzyme complex. So here you can see also the Km is not affected, whereas V maximum is decreased. Okay, V maximum is decreased, Km is not altered. Non-competitive inhibition cannot be overcome by increasing the substrate concentration. That happens in the competitive inhibition. Applications. So doxycycline, it is an antibiotic. It is enzyme inhibitor of collagenase. It inhibits the collagenase. Also, it is used in the treatment of periodontal diseases. Heavy metals. Heavy metals so can affect the enzyme inhibition irreversibly, also reversibly. In this case, reversible non-competitive inhibition where they affect the sulfohydryl group on the catalytic side. Okay, these are the various aspects of non-competitive enzyme inhibition. Okay, thank you very much.